today's headlines. Vietnam enhances anti-corruption measures in structural reforms. And later on, Vietnam sees strong growth in luxury tourism. Good evening. You're watching today's headlines, where we bring you the top stories of the day. Stricter preventive measures in streamlining the organizational apparatus must effectively combat corruption, waste, and negative practices. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm, head of the Central Steering Committee on Preventing and Combating Corruption, Waste, and Negativity, emphasized this as a key directive during the Standing Committee's meeting on Tuesday.
At the meeting, committee members reviewed progress since the 27th session, addressing project delays, asset valuation issues, and gaps in anti-corruption policies. Since then, over 1,100 corruption cases have been prosecuted, 381 party organizations and 819 members have been disciplined, and 1,315 trouble-hit projects have been reviewed. More than $235 million USD was recovered, bringing the total to $4 billion USD. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm praised these efforts but urged stronger action on inefficiencies, especially in long-delayed projects, emphasizing anti-corruption measures alongside structural reforms.
We should eliminate loopholes in streamlining. Inefficiencies are unacceptable, strengthen oversight, prevent lobbying, and ensure smooth operations. The party committee must review and manage public assets to prevent waste and complete the restructuring this year. Streamline institutions must be done so proactively, removing obstacles without waiting for the 14th Congress. A leaner structure should enhance autonomy and efficiency.
Party General Secretary Tô Lâm emphasized strict inspections and thorough investigations during party congresses to prevent wrongdoers from entering the next term's leadership.
5 or 6 cases were omitted from planning, with more likely undiscovered. Post-election handling must be thorough and just. Carefully review party committee personnel and promptly inspect organizations and members for violations to prevent wrongful appointments.
Party General Secretary Tô Lâm emphasized accountability in valuation, asset recovery, and case resolution, while urging waste prevention and backlog reduction. He called for well-defined project responsibilities, inspection conclusions by March 31st, project handling completion by June 30th, and the opening of the Ha Nam hospitals by December 34th this year. Efforts should focus on accelerating renewable energy, flood prevention, and audits in key areas.
Party General Secretary Tô Lâm has authored an article highlighting the pivotal role of the youth in driving Vietnam into a new era of growth and prosperity. In an article entitled "Future for the Rise Generation," Party General Secretary Tô Lâm highlights the youth's vital role in national development. He also affirms that the party and state will prioritize comprehensive investment in education, training, sports, culture, and population policy to nurture the rising generation toward Vietnam's 2045 vision. He urges young people to study, train, and embrace global opportunities while preserving Vietnamese cultural identity and contributing to national progress and defense. Politburo member, Secretary of the Party Central Committee and head of CPV Central Committee's Publicity and Education Commission, Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, hosted a reception for a delegation from the People's Daily of China, led by its editor-in-chief Chen Jianwen, on Tuesday afternoon in Hanoi. And as the two countries celebrate the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations, Politburo member Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa proposed strengthening cooperation to ensure that each agency serves as a pioneer and an information bridge, contributing to mutual understanding and enhanced collaboration between the two parties, the two countries, and their people. Now, during his official visit to Europe, Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình met with the European Central Bank ECB on Monday to discuss the establishment of an international financial center in Vietnam. And at the meeting, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình expressed hope that the ECB, with its extensive experience, would provide support in formulating management policies, attracting investment, managing risks, and combating money laundering. The ECB president highlighted the country's decision to allow investors to freely transfer capital through capital accounts as a sign of stable economic foundation. The ECB president affirmed that the ECB is prepared to share its expertise and support Vietnam in advancing its financial market development. 20 outstanding youth faces in the police force of 2024 were honored at an awards ceremony in Hanoi on Tuesday. And at the event, General Lương Tam Quang, a member of the Politburo and Minister of Public Security, emphasized the pioneering role of the youth in the police force in protecting national security, combating crime, assisting with natural disasters, and promoting socio-economic development. He urged the youthful police force members to continuously innovate and be creative, ready to engage in difficult tasks, and to continue training and contributing to building a strong people's police force. Coming up next, hiring demands rise by 38% in the second quarter. And Vietnam sees strong growth in luxury tourism. Now, in the first half of March 2025, coffee export prices surged to a record high of over $5,800 per ton, marking a 74% increase compared to the same period last year. And according to Vietnam Customs, coffee exports have risen more than 54% year on year. Domestic prices have also been climbing steadily, with coffee prices in the Central Highlands reaching a peak of $5.23 per kilogram on March 23rd, a 12% increase since the beginning of the year and more than 40% compared to last year. Global coffee prices are predicted to continue rising due to prolonged adverse weather conditions. Vietnam's steady economic growth in the first quarter of 2025 has enabled ample employment opportunities, particularly in technology, manufacturing, and finance. Manpower Group's latest survey of 10,000 employers in 7 countries and territories indicates that employment demands in the second quarter of the year climbed by 30% year on year. And during the same period, labor demands rose by 38% among industrial and material sectors, with a significant surge in manufacturing, followed by finance, real estate, consumer goods, and technology. The Ministry of Finance has proposed expanding the 2% VAT reduction for fuel, washing machines, and microwave ovens, and extending this preferential policy until the end of 2026, instead of ending it in June. And according to the Ministry of Finance, fuel and oil were previously not subject to the 2% VAT reduction. However, since these are important commodities, the ministry has proposed to make fuel and oil eligible for a tax reduction. The remaining sectors that will not be eligible for a 2% VAT reduction include real estate, securities, banking services, telecommunications, mining products except for coal, metals, and goods subject to special consumption tax. Vietnam welcomed a surge in international arrivals during the first 3 months of the year, with notable growth in luxury tourism. And Vietnam is becoming a favored destination for billionaires and influential figures in the tourism industry, including prominent names like Bill Gates. And this trend underscores Vietnam's capacity to provide premium services while opening new opportunities to elevate the country's tourism brand.
Two American millionaires recently embarked on a custom private tour around Hạ Long Bay.
The natural beauty and to learn about the Vietnamese history and culture and to see all of the new things that are happening in your beautiful country.
Quảng Ninh is expected to welcome 4 to 6 groups of billionaires this year, including over 100 from Germany, the largest to date. To cater to this growing demand, the province has developed a comprehensive service network tailored for ultra-luxury travelers. Special Hạ Long Bay tours have already been booked through June, with some reservations extending into 2027.
We are focusing on promotional strategies, including partnership with global and local travel agencies, brand promotion, and advertising campaigns on digital platforms.
Bill Gates' visit to Da Nang in March last year made the city one of the most searched destinations for American travelers. Meanwhile, the exclusive Sundong cave tours in Quảng Bình are fully booked through the end of the year. In the first months of 2025, nearly 100,000 international visitors arrive in Vietnam on luxury cruise ships. Golf tourism, conference tourism, and wellness retreats are emerging as high-tier services.
We need to embrace a new mindset, an approach for luxury catering in response to growing demands. Luxury travel is never about the money. It's all about the experience it has to offer.
To capitalize on this trend further, the Prime Minister has directed the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Public Security, and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism to develop favorable visa policies to attract global billionaires, wealthy retirees, and international experts. These measures are expected to extend visitors' stays and increase their spending.
The Hanoi Kilometer Zero milestone will begin construction at Lý Thái Tổ Flower Garden next month. The designers named the square's centerpiece creation the Pillar of Light. It features Lý Dynasty's dragon sculpture patterns and LED floor lights surrounding the plate. And 5 years ago, a team of lecturers from Hanoi University of Architecture awarded the first prize in the Hanoi Kilometer Zero milestone design competition. And the project is expected to be completed by October 2025. And now let's move on to the weather forecast. And that is all for today's headlines. To rewatch our program, you can download our mobile app VTVgo or check out our YouTube channel VTV4Go. Thank you for watching and see you next time.